Hi guys, so let's get started with the base. I have cut my base from 2 pieces of heavy cardstock, which is 300 GSM, which should be somewhere around, don't ask me, 110 pound or even 100, I don't know, 20, 60, whatever. So I have cut 2 of those from my template, which is totally measure wise totally is what you need it to be. My base is like 6 feet deep, 4 1/4 wide for it to sorry, for it to fit 4-inch photo panels widthwise. My height is 5.5, but or 5 even, because I only wanted 4x4. A picture of flaps. My original prototype, let me get that. My prototype is like 6 in height, which will amount to you being able to fit 4.5-inch panels. So this one's a little shorter, but it's like whatever size you want to make it. You can make it really tiny, whatever. So this is my base. I got 2 of those, and I cut 4 decorative panels from just the triangular shape, and we'll glue those on later. So I have scored at a 1/2 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a 1/2 inch in from each of the short sides, and I have scored at 4 1/4 widthwise, which leaves me with the side panel, the triangular one, and the bottom, and 2 side panels to actually reinforce the whole static of the thing, and has 2 glue tabs. If you haven't watched the setup video, which is where I show you what parts you need, how many of those parts you need, and how to accomplish them, please go back and watch that video. I'll not dwell on that here. What I'll dwell on is that one of those base parts, as you are actually putting them into each other, you want to cut down just a smidgen for it not to be too wide. So what I do is I take my Stampin' Trimmer and put my outer edge, like just probably a 1/16, if that, on the board. As you can see, I'm just hitting the outside of my cut line, whatever, and take off that sliver of cardstock before I can go and glue my stuff together. If you already have your decorative panels ready and know where what is supposed to go, you'd probably want to glue them down now, as now the whole thing is still flat. What I forgot to do is you need to go in, mark your middle, and punch your dowel holder, whatever, hole, which I use a 1-inch circle punch for, and go in probably like 3/4 of the way, and just punch. Try to find the middle as effectively as possible and just punch. You want to do that before you put on your decorative panels, because, ta-da, you can't punch 4 layers with those punches and expect them to work. So what you want to do, actually, let's not get glue there, is to stick your deck label layers on, and I cut them so they do have a slight border on the right and the left and hardly no border at all on the top, because I want the fortification of the cardstock on this upper border of my paper. Now you can go in, and that's why I wanted to do that before, and punch that hole through, and then go in and glue the inner panel in. Push it all the way up. This inner one doesn't have to be decorative paper. You can use another layer of chipboard or whatever, and just go in and bunch. So this is like really heavy now. You didn't want to put that in yet because you, okay, don't copy that. You want to actually put your tabs in first. That's video mode for you. Plus I didn't really cut this decently, so. Let me get that off. Okay, so note to self or whoever is watching, think before you glue, meaning you want to get these parts in before actually gluing your inner decorative panel. Hold on. Okay. Now, other side too, think before glue. And with the glue panels, you can go straight, or you can actually, you don't have to miter them. I mitered the upper one because that's a crooked one, but the other one, and I should do the upper one because I just did the lower one. There's nothing where they actually get in each other's way, so it's really a no-brainer. Well, obviously I'm pretty brain dead today, so I've done this whole thing already in German, so I'm kind of like, it's not fake until I make it, but it's kind of like it's run its course, and I was tired to begin with, so yeah, I totally want to try to get this off a little more. And once again, the reminder, you want to think before you glue. At least I should have, especially doing a tutorial. It's so embarrassing. But then, duh, everybody, makes their mistakes. So you want to glue this here to stabilize it, and then you go back in and stick down your, thank God it's the inside and nobody's going to, this is going to a really cute young lady who's actually my assistant in my real life company, or was, as long as we had it. and she's transferring to our other company, so she stays with us. And it's her birthday on Tuesday, so it's kind of like a welcome or happy you stay in the company family thingy. So mistake. So this one is the one with the cross is the one that is shorter than the other, and that's the one that's going inside the other. Let me get some glue off. That's going inside the other. I mean, you can always try and do that before you add glue, which one fits in better. So this way it's going to fit. This way it's not going to fit. And what you will realize is that when you put it in there, because the cardstock is so thick, you have like not even a 16th or anything. That's kind of hanging over from the inside. If you're a neat pick like me, you want to cut that off. If it's no bother to you, just, you know, keep it on, whatever. But that's kind of like, that's stuff that's kind of like bugging me big time, so I'd rather it not be visible. So I'm like, I'm weird like that, but that's just, I guess that's just me. So having cut it off, it should look like pretty decent now. Let me get this stuck down. So now you can actually glue this in. You want to add glue to the sides too. And then just go in and shove that to where it needs to go. Stick it down and get your sides adjusted. You want to make the edges kind of flush so it won't gravitate outwards. And what I do is I get myself some duck clips and just clip the edges so they don't come apart while gluing. Okay, here, let me just take this one. Okay, and just get them to stick. So this basically is our base piece, and I'm putting in like something really heavy to get a really good bond. Anything else you need is like 2 small strips on each side to decorate your front panels, and that's it. So this is the base, and we'll head over to do the dowel next, and I'll see you for that. Bye.